I don't know if anybody's out there, but I'm working on a quilt, so I'm just going to see if anybody wants to come by and talk. I'm going to put up the link, see if you want to come up and chat with me. I'm just going to work, see if anybody wants to talk. If not, I'll just turn it off in a few minutes and play somebody else's channels. It's the binding on this little quilt that I'm sewing on. I'm about halfway done. Hello, Debbie. You did catch me. You want to come up on the screen and chat with me? I'm working on this little quilt. I don't like much having it done. If you want to click on that link, I can bring you up and you can talk in person. What you doing today? Are you working on anything today? Uh, I started sewing quilts years ago, and I quit for a long time, and then I started back during the pandemic. I started back when I was just home cleaning. I need to be doing that. My house is a mess, but I don't think I enjoy cleaning. I enjoy doing other stuff. Mike's fishing home, listening before getting daughter from school. I don't have nothing to talk about. I was hoping somebody would come up here and talk to me. Mike, you want to come up and talk? I'm just killing time. I was just sitting here doing this. Thought, well, I'll just see if anybody's out there wants to talk. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Mesha. You want to come up and talk? Somebody click on the link and you can come up and talk, and I'll just keep on working. I'm not a talker. I'm really not. Lost my needle. I dropped it this morning. Early this morning, I got up before Terry got up and worked on it while I was having a cup of coffee. I dropped my needle in the floor and I couldn't find it. Had to get a flashlight and shine around on the floor to find it. But I did finally find it. It wasn't too hard, but I had to look for it. I've got lots of quilt projects started. We're probably going to have a frost or a freeze tonight or tomorrow night. So the garden's just about done. So maybe I can just sew all winter and not feel guilty about it. Because sometimes I feel guilty when I'm doing this and letting garden stuff sit longer than I ought to. I posted the link up above. I won't be able to think of anything to talk about for very long. Driving, yeah. Mike, you always have your live so late at night. They're always about the time I go to bed. So I pop in and say hi sometimes, and then I have to go to bed. Pick my peppers and get them done. Gonna maybe yeah, it's gonna be cold here tonight. Oh, where did I see? Farmersville, California. Faye Fight. Hello, Faye. I'm glad you stopped in for a visit. I told him I'm sitting here working, just killing a little time. But I'm doing something while I'm doing it. Need to pick my peppers and get them done. Gonna have I know, where are you at, Debbie? Are you in about where I'm at, in the south where I am? Because we're gonna have some cold weather coming up. My feet have been cold all day today. Terry said, well, put on some socks and shoes. Yeah. Freezing in Nashville tonight. I know. I think summer's over. Texas. Debbie's in Texas. Northeast Texas. Texas and Tennessee. Got people from all over. Late show kind of guy. Yeah. Y'all have to check out Mike's lives, but they're really late at night. Past this old lady's bedtime. My thread nodded. Yeah. Click on that one. The view from the hayfield. You know, the view from the hayfield is prettier than it is from my yard. It really is. Back where the cows are, you have to. I live on a little dirt road, and it's a dead end dirt road, and my house is up on one end of it. If you go to the end of the road is where the cows and the hay meadows and all are. And it's prettier back there. And if I had my way and enough money, I'd build me a cabin back there on the back where the cows are. Springfield, Illinois, high 42, been in the 20s and 30s. Your garden's done gone then. And then mountains. Those mountains are the Ozarks just north of me, and I'm kind of in the foothills. But if you look north, you can see the Ozarks. But I'm not really in them. I'm in the foothills. But it's pretty here. I live in. Let's see. Click on this one. I live in a country town, but it's growing, and yeah. I think I've always lived in the country. I've never lived in town. And I only live 3 or 4 miles from where I was born and raised. I've never been no place. When I got married, I moved 2 or 3 miles away from my mom and dad's house. And once it was a kind of an old shack that we first lived in 42 years ago. And then we built this little house over here. So I have moved 3 times in my life, and it's still in the same little community and right where I was born and raised. I've never been no place. I've not even traveled very much. I always just stay home. But I find plenty to do here at home. Let's see what a little planted for fall, but we'll see what grows. Yeah. I had planted some stuff, but then it got so dry on it. We've had like 2 droughts this year. That back in July it didn't rain, and then we got rain in August, and then now it got dried up again. It's just been a crazy weather year. It's been hard to get anything to grow, and we did have some peas and stuff growing, and the little old deer found them and ate them all up. But bless your heart, my brothers and sisters are still where they've been for 55 years. You know, my brothers and I have one brother and well, one sister's passed away a few years ago, and there's 2 other sisters, and they all live here pretty close to, just a few miles away. None of us ever left the area. And my mama lives across the creek. Or if you go the highway, it's not across the creek. But her farm, my mama still has land and a farm, is just across the creek and just west of me. I'm going to post the link again. I think somebody needs to come up and talk. Let's see if I can get that. There's the link again. If somebody wants to click on it and come up. Hello, Justina. There's Justina. Justina's going to come up and talk. Let me add you up there.
We'll do it Thursday.
There you are.
I'm online.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. Never mind.
Hello.
My husband was talking to me. I said, you're online.
Mine will probably be coming in a minute. He said, I'm going to go out and pick the last of the okra before it gets cold tonight. So he'll probably come in a minute. I don't think I'm going to tell him I'm live and he won't ever know it. He might walk behind us. So I might trick you into getting on the camera.
My light's not very good in here. I just seen you, so I thought I'd click on. See,
Well,
hi.
I was thinking,
miss
I
you.
was just,
Said hi.
yeah, I was just sitting there working and said, well, I'm just going to see if anybody wants to chat today. Help me pass my time while I hem this quilt.
I can always talk and yak.
Oh yeah,
That's my job. I work at a hotel.
Thank you for the
restaurant.
in the restaurant. Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a lounge area. So I've got to go to work today, and we're moving to our new lounge area and our coffee shop.
Okay. Do y'all have cold? Do y'all have cooler weather out there today too? It's cool here today.
Yeah, it was 40 something this morning.
And Saturday night we had heavy rain and lightning and not bad storms Saturday night. Did y'all have any of those storms then, or they not go that far west?
Yeah, we had storms. Yeah, all night seemed like I had to drive home and that.
Oh my! But we needed the rain bad. It was dry.
Yeah, we're in a drought here too. Yeah, we're not that far from you, so
I know.
just a couple of hours. I have been there. I have been to Altus, Arkansas.
Okay, yeah, that's where they make all the wine at. That's the wine country. Yeah.
Well, I've been all over Arkansas. I've been around. We go there a lot. Yeah, we went there once. We've been to Flippin, Arkansas. We went down and dug the diamond mines. We've been all over.
Okay. And I was just telling them I'm kind of a homebody. I've never been no place. Not. I'm just born and raised here, never been any place. But I was reading her face that she was born in Arkansas, but my family moved to Central California when I was a baby, and I've been here for almost 70 years. Well, I'm in Johnson County, Faye. What county did you come from in Arkansas? So I'm kind of west central part of the state. I'm curious where Faye come from.
I know somebody says they're from here. I'm like, where?
And since I do a lot of genealogy, well, what part? We may be 10th cousins, you know.
My two aunts did genealogy. One of them's passed away, and the other one, she has dementia now, so she doesn't remember a whole lot. But I would do things with her and try to figure things out. And I would get on Ancestry.com. I had to quit because I would go on there and stay for hours just looking. Faye lived in Benton, close to Malvern.
Okay. So that's down in
Malvern. Through it.
So that, let's see, was that down in the east central part? Maybe is that where Benton and Malvern? Is that where that's at? South of Little Rock, is it? Um,
I don't know
Oh,
anything either, but
you're reading. Oh, I'm not seeing that. Okay,
yes, it
Benton
just came
close to
up as
Malvern.
hit.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't think I've got any cousins down that way. So,
Turtle Lady Noodler. Oh.
okay.
Turtle Lady, do you noodle? Really noodle?
Turtle. Isn't that where they catch the catfish out of the? Is that
Under
what
the
it is?
rock?
Under the
Yeah.
rocks? You know
Yeah.
that. I think I watched some. Well, what was it, that one show where they did that here a few years ago? They was doing that, but that would scare me. I'd be afraid I'd pull out a snake or something. I'm terrified of snakes. No.
Yeah. I don't like to do it. My family used to do it. My stepson, he was into doing it for a while, but yeah, I'm too scared to. Yes.
I
She
would
noodles
be.
snapping turtles. Ooh, snapping
Yeah.
turtles.
And let's see. And we have Mona. Hello, Mona. Mona did what? I
Mona
saw
came.
Mona. She was doing some sewing stuff the other day. I stopped in on her channel.
Yeah, she came over on my channel and I checked her out too the other day after you did your unboxed your book.
Nobody was here, but I
Some
did
were.
it anyway. I don't know what I do wrong sometimes, but it's, oh,
Uh,
who am
let's
I?
see. Faye lives like down close to Little Rock, close to the diamond mine. So the diamond mine's in Murfreesboro. It's down towards
Okay,
the border, kinda. Because when we went to Murfreesboro, we went on to Texarkana and spent the night there.
okay. Bye, Debbie. If you have to go, thanks for stopping by. Trying to, am I missing some
Yeah.
of the back from 5 days? Wow. I want to go on a sewing retreat someday. I've never been on one. So Sheila Gage says she just got back from one in Las Vegas, Nevada.
5 days. That's a lot.
That's a
At
lot. That's a,
the hotel, we used to have the yarn ladies that crocheted and knitted and everything. They used to have an event there at our hotel every year.
okay. That'd be fun, but I don't knit or crochet.
Me either.
That's
My aunt tried to teach me. She was left-handed. I'm right-handed. I couldn't do it.
Well, my mama, she crochets, but she would crochet left-handed, and she never could teach us girls how to do it because usually somebody, if you got stuck, they could do it for you, but she couldn't because she did it just backwards, than what we did.
Yeah, that is me. She couldn't show me how to do anything. And I've sewed some, but my sewing machine quit working.
Huh.
So I was doing masks during COVID and it just went and that was it.
Uh, oh my. Have to get you another one. And you can probably pick a cheap one up at a yard sale or something. A lot of people get rid of their sewing machines, but
Yeah, I need to. Some people offered me a sewing machine to make masks, and I'm like, no. And then this one lady said, "Well, I'm making them myself. I'll give you my material."
and not this past summer, but the summer before, I had a little workshop with some kids at church, and I wanted to have them all to have a sewing machine. So I got on Facebook and mentioned it, and I got all these sewing machines donated. We had the fellowship hall was just full of sewing machines, and so
That's fun.
it is funny. They were just old ones, but they still work. They served the purpose, but. And so they've ended up at my quilt house now. So I've got all these old sewing machines, and I've got my own sewing machines. I didn't need them, but finally they were having something up at the church, and I had to move them out of the way. So they ended up at the quilt house. But people was getting rid of them. So here, you can have it. We're donating it to the kids. And
I bet it was a blast in Vegas, though. I've only been there one time. And
Okay.
it was on my way to Phoenix to visit my daughter, and I stopped there, and we just spent the night there, and stayed at the MGM Grand, and then went to the Grand Canyon, and then went on to Phoenix. It was a road trip.
And hello, Mandy. Mandy's here. Oh. What are you doing today, Mandy? And machines at yard sales. Yeah, I'd buy me another one of those featherweights if I could find one. No, that I showed the other day. I tried to show. My husband's not a cameraman. If you watch that video, I do better when I just set it up and do it myself. But get him to zoom in, and it does kind of funny. But anyway, and he was shaking it. Anyway.
I have an old sewing machine. I can't even remember the name of it. It's in my closet, and I got it for $5, and it's one of them old heavy, I don't know, iron, steel, or whatever. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And
Heavy.
it's got the
Uh-huh.
foot pedals, and it had everything with it, but it doesn't have a stand, and I don't think
Okay.
it works. So it's
Hmm.
just, it's still sitting there.
You'll put it in the yard sale someday yourself, probably.
I don't know. I don't like
Uh,
to do yard sales. I like
I
to go
I
to them,
don't.
but I don't like to
I
do them.
I don't go to. I don't have time to go to them or have one either one. Be
Joyce
oh.
she's got one with her grandmother's. My great
Uh-huh.
grandma quilted like you do all the time. I used to go and sit with her and talk with her, and we'd go to lunch and everything, but she'd quilt while I was there. I had to sit and watch her quilt, but I never could. I've done some baby quilts, but not really like patchwork or anything fancy. But she had
Uh-huh.
one of them old singers that had the foot pedals.
Oh
That's how
yeah,
she made
yeah.
all her quilts. Sold them in town. All the grandkids, great grandkids, everybody had a quilt. I
Yeah.
still have mine.
Yeah, yeah. My mama's got one of them old singers, that you use the foot pedal. I'm going to go over one day and do a video on it, though. I am. That's on my to do list, but and just sew something on it to show how it works. Because not to, I guess it was last summer. I went. The belt was gotten old on it, so I got her a new belt and got it all fixed up. So because she hadn't sewed on it in years, but
Mindy said it's raining. Where are you at, Mindy? I always want to know where everybody is.
I do too.
Nosy.
Yeah, raining. We had rain. I bet it's on Easter here, reckon.
Maybe she's cooking collard greens. So I bought two cannas to plant in my front yard by my porch. I planted them and waited for them to come up and waited for them to come up. They never came up. Finally something started coming up. And I thought it was a canna. It was a pokeweed.
I'm laughing at you. That's kind of funny, but two two featherweights, one black and one white. I've seen those colored machines. They sometimes they kind of customize them and paint them different colors. I don't know how they do it, but they're so pretty. And I've seen red ones and turquoise ones. They're pretty. So I can imagine a white one's pretty.
Joyce says
Mona is
wishes she could sew. She can't even thread a needle. That's how I feel. Takes me a while.
did I click on that one?
Yeah, she's up a little
Well,
bit.
I'm clicking on it. Ohio. Mona's in Ohio. Oh, Ohio. It didn't come up there. There it is. Mona's in Ohio.
Mindy is in Florida.
Okay. And I'll forget that. I get so scatterbrained. I'll forget that. Next time you come up, I'll ask you again. I won't remember. And there's Nancy from our treasured home. She said hi to Mindy. Let's see. The white one, 1964. You've had that one a while. Okay. Oh, well, I think I'm clicking on one and it clicks on a different one. Oh, well.
I'm still figuring it out. So they said that there's a new thing for all new creators. So I'm pretty new. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, and it's the community tab. So I've been looking for it all day.
Okay. You have to have 500. Do you have 500 yet? Or did
Not
you get
yet. You
that?
don't have to now. They just rolled
Oh,
it
you
out.
don't.
They're starting today, starting to roll it
Oh,
out to people. No, I only have, well, I had 301 last night. Now I got 299. That's the way it goes.
I guess I check mine too often because it just hurts my feelings when I see it go down sometimes. Oh no, they
Like,
don't like me. So
I'm always like,
y'all go check
they don't
for
like me.
those that do what?
I'm just thinking that too. They don't like me.
They don't like me. I know, especially if after I've done the video, they didn't like the video. So
No, our treasured home today, if you watch, if you go and look, Nick Nimmin, he announced it too. It's not 500 anymore. And so one of my friends that's on Catalina, Jessie at Catalina Treats, she has 350 and she already got her community tab. It's something brand new they started today.
uh,
I guess it was today. That's when I seen it was today.
okay,
She got hers, but I still don't have mine. So it's for anybody that starts a YouTube channel, but they said that the ones who have already have had a YouTube channel for a while, like me, that I have subscribers, but I'm not a huge, not enough to have the old community tab. It may take a little while. So I'm still
okay.
waiting. I keep looking. I keep going in there. I don't got mine yet. I don't have mine yet. Where is it? Mona, you should. They said if you just started a channel, it's already on there. But those of us that already have a channel have to wait until they get to us. So they said just to wait it out. And then there's a way you can go and check and see. And so like handles, it's kind of like that. It's they're starting to roll it out and start with everybody. So there's how many billions of people on YouTube that have a channel.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm impatient.
Yeah. When I started my channel, I guess it's been 2, almost 3 years ago, and I almost gave up on it, and I didn't come back for a long time. Then when I come back, I was surprised. I actually had subscribers.
I
So
started
I was
mine
kind of
a little over a year ago when I had my cafe. I started doing stuff in my cafe. I would do them there. And then when I closed my cafe down, I went to work as a cake decorator at the grocery store here in town and I got COVID. So I quit.
uh,
I didn't do anything else for like 3 months. And then I started back seriously in like November and December. And so I've been trying to do it ever since then. And then I got COVID again in June of this year.
uh,
So I'm working my way up.
that COVID.
Mm.
We had that COVID not this past summer, but the summer before. And I still stay away from people. I don't want it. So, and Mindy, my chicks are doing good. They're not even chicks anymore. They're getting pretty good size on them. Were you were you watching my videos when I wasn't making any, Misha? After I put them up there, I don't go back and watch them because it embarrasses me to watch myself.
I know my old ones, I'm like, I just want to delete them. But they're like, no, don't delete them because it hurts your channel. I'm like, "Ugh, I want to. They're so horrible.
I know. Mine was so the sound, my voice, and the sound wasn't in sync, and just all kinds of stuff. So
I try to make mine a little better each time.
I try, but that editing, I just ain't got that down. So
Yeah, editing's hard for me too. I'm trying a new editing software to see, and it's so far it seems really easy. I did it last night. I practiced, and I seemed to pick it up really easy. The other one, there was things on it I could never figure out, no matter how much help I tried to get. I wasn't getting
oh,
it. And then I have my website, and I've been trying to work on it. So it's like, gosh,
oh, a
crazy.
website too. It takes a lot of time to do all this stuff though. It takes time to even do a video to put up those.
It does. Sheila sent you a message. Yeah.
I am hand binding this one. Now a lot of it depends on whether I think they're special enough to hand bind. If I know they're just something the kids are going to throw around, I'll just use a sewing machine. But this one, I thought this one was kind of special, so I just kind of wanted to hand bind it. But I took all the little scraps from these little blocks and I sewed them all together. And so the bindings all every little piece is kind of different, every so little bit, which I thought was kind of cute. What have I missed now, Joyce? You let my babies use them little because they kept them hidden. What did I miss there?
This sewing machines, maybe.
I I don't know. I'm I'm getting scatterbrained here. I'm missing something. So, and I'm almost done. I think I like.
Oh, she said from my quilts when I was a baby.
Okay, I've got all I've got left is from there to to right here, and I'll be done. So I don't like very much being 100% done. I've got two or three I still need to sew the binding on. But I'm getting there. I I thought it was for this one, for this quilt because it had all the little patchwork squares in it anyway. So I thought for this one it would kind of worked. And cribs and beds, yeah. Good times homestead with Jen and Steve.
I have a
I
huge blanket Afghan or whatever that my great aunt made. She passed away when I was 26, and it is so heavy, but it's pretty and it's handmade, but it's huge. It fits
uh,
easy on my king size bed, but it's so heavy. I put it up though. I couldn't bring myself to bring it out, and I can't sleep with it. It drives me crazy.
uh, yeah, that reminds me. I've got a crocheted bedspread that it was my grandma's, but my grandma's sister had made it for her. I've got it in the cedar chest in there. I need to get that thing out and show it. So when I'm gone, other people maybe will remember what I said it was and who made it. So,
Well, if
but
it
she
gets winter
crocheted with
time
that.
and we don't have any electric, Jen and Steve, I'm gonna use it. I'll put it on there. So that's good for winter. It's heavy. It's so heavy.
Uh,
I don't know how long it took her to do it.
it and guess it's yarn, isn't it? Though maybe.
Yeah, it's yarn, it's
Yeah.
knitted or crocheted, and it's pretty. I have that, and then my other grandma on my dad's side, she made one that has little daisies on it. It's not huge, but I just couldn't
Mm,
bring them out and use them. I might use
yeah.
them. I don't know. Mona
And
used to
Mona,
love to crochet.
me and Justina don't crochet, but we wanted to learn, didn't we? But our left-handed people couldn't teach us.
I know. I even went to a group thing to kind of learn, and then COVID hit, so I quit going, and then they um didn't have it anymore, so I just gave up. I tried just about any kind of craft there is. But that book you
Mm,
gave me that I gave to you, I copied some of the
uh-huh.
recipes out. I put it over my printer and copied them.
Oh, okay. I don't blame you.
I just can't see keeping stuff I'm not going to use. So I sent you got one craft book. Bobby, Cooking with Bobby Joe got a craft book. That people give me craft books. I don't know. They give me cookbooks and craft books because they know I like them.
And
I
that's
don't.
how you end up with so many just alike sometimes. I know you talk about the ones you have duplicates of. So.
I still have like, oh no, I got one, two. I think I got two or three duplicates that I'll do a giveaway with again. And then I had a crystal frosted dish that I'm saving for the next one. It's it's this. I think it'd be pretty for Christmas. I think that looks like a
It,
poinsettia on the middle, and it's glass and it's
it,
frosted. So
it,
yeah,
it is, yeah, it is pretty.
when I do another giveaway, I may not do one this week. I have a birthday cake to do, so I'm
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, my husband's birthday is the 21st, and his favorite cake is German chocolate from scratch. And so I've got to make a German chocolate cake from scratch. But I kind of don't want to. I'm in a sewing mood instead of cooking. So,
I'm doing
but,
red
but
velvet.
well, you done that those but cupcakes. So you did red velvet cupcakes, didn't you, for the grandson? Am I
Yeah,
remembering that right?
yeah, I did red velvet for his birthday with little fishes on it because that was his theme was going fishing. So we went to the strip pits. My son-in-law's parents have strip pits, and it was so hot that day that the kids put life jackets on and went swimming. They didn't even fish.
Don't blame them for that.
I think one little boy got his out just because he wanted to, but the rest of them, they were swimming.
Yeah. My grandma used to have strip pits on her place. They filled them in now, but we used to go swimming there when we were kids. But we're going back 60 years ago though. Maybe not that long. Maybe 55 years. But
These are on their property, but it goes a long ways through other properties out there. But they have a little dock and everything. Have a little boat with a motor and it just
oh
out there, and
wow.
yeah, it's real deep. But they put their life jackets on and they had fun.
Mm.
I baked cookies today, and I don't know what happened to them. They went
What
flat.
they went flat. Sometimes if I make cookies and the first pan gets flat, I add more flour to the second to the next, to the
I had
bowl, and then to bake them again. So.
all of them on two cookie sheets. Now
Ah.
they're bar cookies.
they'll still be good. And hello, Kathy. We got Kathy Waits in here now. So I'm trying to see the new ones as they come in.
I'm looking too. As cat, it looks like Kathy's the newest. Joyce's birthday is the 22nd. She's looking for recipes for chocolate cake.
Okay.
Maybe you can do a video, Rita. You're doing one, aren't you? Aren't you going to do
on
one over your German
on
chocolate?
well, I probably ought to, and but I mean, I'm just going to use the that Baker's German chocolate and use the recipe that we've used off of that package for years. But
Misha said she forgot a cup of flour in her cookies last week. I don't know what. I put 2 cups of flour in mine. 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, cup of butter. I don't know what happened to them. They were
Measure
like
what did your
soup.
yeah, Misha, what did your cookies do with the less the cup of flour? Was they flat too?
One
Because
time I did
they would.
all the cookies. I got the whole cookie dough done, and I forgot to put in the sugar. I had the flour, the butter, the eggs.
Oh.
So I told my husband when I'm in there cooking cookies, he can't talk to me.
I know you'll lose what you're doing, forget what you're doing or
I
what you
know.
put in.
I'm really bad when I'm making bread. I have to be careful because, it's 3 or 4 cups of flour and bread, and somebody's talking to me. She said they were like
Hmm.
pancakes. Mine were flatter than a pancake.
Oh.
Glad I wasn't doing a video on that, wasting my time on a video.
Hmm. Yeah. When you're counting 1, 2, and then somebody says something, where was I at? Yeah. Like
They're like
pancake.
pancakes, but her husband said they were good. He still likes them. Yeah, those taste okay. They're just like, I don't know. They're more like crepes, not pancakes. James
Getting
and
old.
Brenda. She
Okay.
never gets to catch the hen chats. Chats.
Well, this was just a pop up. We're chatting now. Talking about all our mistakes making cookies. Because I'm working on a quilt, so everybody's entertaining me while I sit here and work. Because I'm still getting something done. So
I cleaned my kitchen today, so I've got to go to work here in a little while. I did get
I
my
need.
kitchen lunch done.
I'm my microwave went out last week. I was heating up some fried squash in it, and right in the middle of it, it went to burning. So I thought, I'm afraid to use this one anymore because it was actually my husband's mother's, so it had it about 20 years. So I guess it was time. But anyway, I got on Amazon and went to looking for another one because in my rural area you can't find nothing hardly unless you go to Walmart. But I got on Amazon and they had the microwaves, air fryer combined. And so I ordered one and it came this morning. And so I've been cooking in my microwave air fryer today. And I think I'm going to like it.
I
I
do.
made,
I like mine. It's the same. It's an air fryer
I,
and a
and
toaster oven. In the
okay.
summer when it was so hot, I was doing things in it all the time. I think I did
Well,
a video doing
this is a
something.
microwave air fryer, and I fixed some pork chops in it today, and I had some frozen French fries, and just simple stuff, but just learning with it. But I was impressed. I think I'm gonna like that air fryer feature of
Yeah.
it.
So I get a new one when this one starts acting up. I'm getting a new one.
Well, I got my money's worth out of that other one, so oh. And I said, I think we'd bought it for Terry's mother for a gift a long time ago, and then when she passed away in 2002, so then it just kind of got stuck back in the shed, and finally when all the others, you wouldn't go buy a new one if you had something you'd use it. But the other one's gone now, so I've got a new one. Yeah, I've got to learn to cook things with it. Makes me nervous, kind of putting that metal thing in the microwave to do the air frying, but I did, and I didn't burn the house down. What you got?
I can eat this morning, tell you that much.
Looky what he
Wow,
brought in.
that's a good mess of okra there.
I know that's a bucket full, but that's gonna be the last of it with the cold.
I have
Now
not
I've got.
hardly found okra here where I live. I have to buy it frozen.
Uh,
And there's
but yeah,
farms around here.
he's brought me in another job though, and I'm on the stove instead of put up okra. So, but I've fried and froze it and made pickled okra. I don't know how much I've done this summer, but I've done a bunch.
I love fried okra. I don't really like pickled
Oh,
okra.
well, I didn't want to. I had so much of it that I thought, well, I want some in a jar too. So I did some pickled and some, the fried bowl. So I'd have some of both
No,
in both.
we're gonna have a freeze. We are under a freeze watch next week, or later this week. First
Mhm.
one.
First freeze tonight. I think tomorrow night is actually going to freeze here, but it's getting cooler already. And I'm in Arkansas, Central Arkansas.
Jennifer's from Kansas. I'm from Oklahoma.
And we've had Ohio and Florida and Texas. How many places have we had? And Misha, I think she's in Kansas. And where was James and Brenda? Where's James and Brenda from? You know? Where are y'all from? Gotta get and California, we had California.
Joyce is
Treasure.
from Nashville.
Okay. See, I'd already
Oh,
forgot some of that.
I love Nashville. I loved it when I went to Nashville. It was so much fun. But we took my mom on her dream vacation, so we went to Graceland too.
Okay.
We took her. We were gonna. She's always wanted to see the beach and never got to see it. So it's me and my girls. So we scheduled a vacation to go to Galveston. There was a hurricane headed toward Galveston, so we had to change our plans. And she's always wanted to go to Graceland, so we just changed directions.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in a hurricane. I don't think that'd be
Yeah, well,
good.
then it just went the other way after we canceled.
Uh,
Jennifer grew up in southeastern Oklahoma. Oh yeah, I'm close to Tulsa.
and Nancy, is it going to snow? You're talking about a mix? Is that what you're talking about? Snow? I don't want snow. Put that up there. Oh, north for college and never left. Okay.
I like southeast Oklahoma. It's really pretty down there. Um, it's kind of mountainy. Western
Is that part
Oklahoma
of
looks
the
a lot different.
Washita range? Don't it go over into Oklahoma down in that area?
Washita is up by closer to the Panhandle, I think. I don't know. I don't go that way very often, but southeast Oklahoma is Broken Bow, and it's really pretty down there. She lives near Oklahoma City. Yeah, isn't Sheila would probably tell you better. The Washita's up that way.
Mhm.
Randy is in Wisconsin, but you're probably in a truck, aren't you, Randy?
Yes. Randy's probably in the truck. He just goes all over. And it's
I was in
snowing. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in Cheyenne, Wyoming with my ex-husband. He had a trucking company, and we were in Cheyenne when a blizzard hit in the truck. I went with him
Oh.
to go deliver some stuff. Jennifer lived close to Fort Washita, Lake Texoma. Yeah.
Okay. And it is cool that we're all over and can talk like this.
I know, not this time, but the last time or one of my lives I did, I had a guy from Peter from Australia, and then we had what was his name? Mark from Scotland. I think he's in Scotland.
Wow, they are from all over. Like Texoma.
Yeah, like Texoma's where they always go when Texas and Oklahoma play.
What am I trying to think of? Kiamichi? Is that a mountain range in Oklahoma too? Come on.
Yeah, the Kaimishi
I'm,
Mountains. Yes,
yeah,
they're
I'm turning my corner. I don't like turning corners.
I could not do that by hand. My hands don't work very good anymore. I have carpal tunnel, and it's really bothers me to even try to sew or anything. I used to embroidery a lot.
Mm.
I like to embroidery, but I can't do it anymore. Kathy is from Atlanta, Georgia. She lives outside of Atlanta, Georgia, but she's from Alabama.
Alabama. See, people have been all over except for me, and I live within 2, 3 miles of where I was born and raised.
I've been that way some. I've been all the way to Bellingham, Washington. But I've been to Alaska, and I've been to Vancouver. Um,
Wow.
went
You
on a
do a
cruise.
lot of traveling. You do a lot of stuff.
Jennifer lives between Kansas City and St. Joseph. The Kaimishi Mountains are where we see. Yeah, the Kaimishi Mountains. We went to the Bigfoot Festival in the Kaimishi Mountains.
Huh?
It was fun. I bought a T-shirt and everything.
Yeah, some of the YouTube channels I watch do the Bigfoot stuff. I find it entertaining sometimes just to listen to the Bigfoot stories while I'm doing something else. So,
It was so fun down there. It was very pretty. It was very, very pretty. And so I got to go up in a helicopter and go around the mountains and look for that Bigfoot.
ooh,
And I've never rode in a helicopter before. It was fun. So
yeah.
I rode in the helicopter with this man and his daughter, and she wanted to sit in the front. So she sit in the front of the helicopter, and he was in the back, and he was like this the whole time.
That's what I would be. I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to that. So I've never flown, so I wouldn't want to go up in a helicopter either. So.
Jennifer goes to Arkansas to cave explore. I love Arkansas. I went to but I think it was in Knoll, Missouri, not Arkansas, but we'd been to Arkansas. It was a cave dwellers or something like that. It was so
Mm,
fun because you could walk through it all.
mhm.
I've been to several caves. I've been through them in some in Arkansas, and I think those are in Missouri though. That's in Knoll, Missouri.
And Randy says his banker is a Willis. You know we have a lot of Willises here in my Johnson County too.
Misha said Alaska is one place she still wants to go. It's beautiful. It was so nice. It's just nobody lives there. Nobody lives there. I mean, we went to Anchorage first, and so we went sightseeing for 2 days in Anchorage. We rented a car, and then we went to a place called Whittier, Alaska, which is a port town, but it was an army base at one time. So they have this huge apartment complex there, and so that's where the whole town lives. They don't hardly have any houses there. Nothing's there except for the ports that come in, and they come into the port and load the cruise ships and some little boats. And they all live in this one big apartment complex. It's so crazy. So there's a guy on YouTube that he goes and explores, and he went to this apartment complex because in the wintertime you can't hardly get to Whittier, Alaska. It's only you go through a tunnel. You can only go through a tunnel to get there.
Huh.
And it was so funny because he goes and he talks to them. They have their own church in there. They have their own jail. They have their own restaurant.
All in that one apartment
Yeah,
complex?
they have a grocery
Wow.
store.
They don't ever have to go far from home to do anything, do they?
Misha says Fairbanks has the largest population. I thought it was Anchorage, but I don't know. I know Anchorage is really, it's not very many people. It's less. At one time it was less than 200,000 people for the whole city.
Hmm.
And it's nice. It's really pretty. I mean, everywhere we stopped was just beautiful, and we took a little tour on this little boat before we went on the cruise ship. So we went around and they would take you right up to the glaciers where you could see them. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to talk to my mom for probably 7 or 8 days on the cruise ship. So I called her and I said, "Well, I can't probably talk to you anymore. If there's an emergency, you'll have to try to get a hold of me. There's a way to get a hold of me if there's an emergency." And I said, "But we're gonna go on a 3-hour tour." And she's like, "Don't say that." I said, "We're just gonna go on a 3-hour tour on a little boat."
Oh, well,
If anybody could afford it, it's you should go to Alaska once. We toured Juneau. We went on excursions, and I don't know how much it is now. This was in 2007. It's probably really expensive now. It wasn't too bad
uh,
then. Well,
well,
I'm gonna have to get off here, Rita. I've got to go get ready for work.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get off here too. Terry's come in, so he's just listening to me talk to y'all. So, and this bucket of okra is still looking at me here. So I better do something with it. So,
That takes a long time.
yeah. But I'm proud to get it. I'll be happy to have it. It'll taste good this winter. So, family
Misha
to
wants to
see.
go see the aurora lights. Yeah, I think those would be cool to go see.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be nice to see. And bye to Mona. Mona's going. Yeah, it was nice chatting with all y'all. So thanks for stopping in. And I'm gonna end it now. Thanks, Justina, for coming up and visiting with me. So,
Bye. See you next
bye.
time. Bye.
Yeah.